Hi, welcome to Reese Rips. Remember to hammer that like and subscribe button, as today we rip into these graded cards from Tree Frog Grading. Then after that I will fight a man to death in the Costco car park for some Pokemon cards. Let's go! Yeah, that's me. You're probably wondering how I ended up in this situation. Well, to begin, let's go back to the start. Hi, welcome back. So, SpongeBob SquarePants. By now, I hope and assume you've seen the video. If not, go check it out, because that context is very important for what comes next. So that video went live on October the 1st, which was the release day of SpongeBob SquarePants. So while it covers a lot of ground, it does not cover what happened after a release. Where do I even start with that? Let's start with the best. So midnight, that night, the first of my sketch cards was pulled. And guess which one it was? The most important one, featuring the original character we designed based on my late wife. Insane. What are the odds of it being the first one to appear? That guy's super cool. He's keeping it in his collection for now, but he is down to trading it for any other of my SpongeBob cards that might arise. So watch this space. Secondly, the series of painted Van Gogh tribute parody cards did quite well. And now I'm accidentally important at work. So these were being pulled, sold for insanely high price at auctions. I come from a history of £30 to £200 in aftermarket prices for my sketches. So to see it in the thousands, insane. Obviously, I don't see a penny of that. I just get paid up front quite a significantly lower amount, and I'm quite poor. But it was nice. And then thirdly, which is what we're going to be covering today, is one of the 4 cards featuring the wife character was pulled on a stream by a wonderful YouTuber called Degen. And when I was informed of this, I immediately went to talk to him, explained to him what the situation was. I just wanted to steal his footage to make a video like this. Actually, I'm going to steal the footage. Here's the footage now.
Oh my god, what a box! We have a sketch! Look!
See you in court. But he was such a cool guy when he realised that the card had personal significance. No discussion, just straight up sent it to me as a gift. Incredible. You know, for someone like me who's spent a lot of time amongst sketch card artists where it can be a bit of a mean girl situation, it's really nice and inspiring to see that there is such kindness out there in the sketch card community. So on top of that, I then went on his YouTube channel and we did a cool interview. I didn't wire the mic up properly, so it's coming through his cheap Bluetooth headphones, so it sounds terrible, and I'm so sorry for that. If anyone wants to get me on the show again, I'll buy a proper mic and we'll do some lovely content. Please forgive me. But on that video, we did a great little unboxing where I unboxed a SpongeBob card and he unwrapped some lovely portraits of his cat, one by me in the Van Gogh style and another one by your boy Craigh hallums. So there's been some incredibly magic moments around the SpongeBob release. Whereas with Star Wars, you know, I'll see maybe 10 of the 100 illustrations I've done pop up in the wild, and that's about it. Whereas with SpongeBob, the hype and the excitement and the generosity and the kindness and the joy is so present. It's been genuinely lovely and a real breath of fresh air. You know, I've been in the sketch card industry, we're getting close to 10 years, and that's definitely the greatest set I've been a part of, and it was an absolute honour. And yeah, I had a feeling at the time it was going to be quite a magical one. Obviously, the personal significance, such a unique IP compared to what we've had in the past. It's been a good one. Anyway, enough of the digressing. I think that's us up to date on where we're at with the SpongeBob stuff. I think there's a lot more coming. Accidentally manifesting. Whenever I say something out loud, it tends to come true. So I think there will be a third video. But that brings us up to where we are now, which is where I sent them off for grading. Now, sketch cards, people don't really see them as gradable. Correct me in the comments if I'm wrong, but due to the condition they're in, because they're so handled by sketch card artists, at that stage there's no real point in preserving them in that way. I think grading is mainly about preserving the value or increasing the value, and then it becomes a bit of an asset rather than a trading card. Anyway, that's another rant for another time, and I think we covered it in the video with Degen. But My reasons for getting them graded was preservation, because they're deeply personal items, and just having a really cool display to put on the shelf. So I chose to go with the British-based company, craigh Gaming. I got some QR codes on the back. You can hold it up to your telly and scan it. Fill your boots. Great value for money. Great communication on the turnaround times, what I need to do to send them in. And I sent them off around Christmas time. That was a little treat to myself. And on Valentine's Day this year, they came back. A little Valentine's treat from me to me. I mean, anyone who actually has a crush on me is probably a Mossad agent. And any Valentine's cards or gifts or flowers will be destroyed with a remote explosion, like in the Hurt Locker. But yeah, let's go back to the unboxing. Oh wait, there's one more thing you should know. So, me and my wife ran 5 successful Kickstarters for a trading card game called Clash of the Capybaras. Not only did it showcase our love of the capybara, the best animal in the world, world's biggest rodent, just a little guy, as well as a nice comic book based on the franchise. When my wife passed, the 5th and final box set of the series became a tribute to her, featuring lots of artworks that have subtle references to some of her loves and endeavours, as well as just a straight up tribute card in the back as the last ever card produced. So, as well as the SpongeBob card, I also sent 2 of those cards that you're going to see when we move to the unboxing, which is now. So I chose Tree Frog Grading, which I keep accidentally calling Tree Frog Gaming. I'm so sorry for that. Because they're UK based, so I knew that the card wouldn't be once again travelling over to the US. And inside we had a business card promoting their wares. You can find them on Instagram, their website, and Discord. I have no idea what Discord is. They were also kind enough to send back the top loaders I shipped them in. Thanks for that. I will put them in a drawer and they'll get dusty and then eventually thrown out. And then the graded cards themselves were very well packaged. And they came in good time as well. There was great communication about the grading process, when they were in for assessment, when they were being shipped, and then there was tracking on the parcel itself, which is wonderful. Ignore that. That didn't happen. Oh. So first one up is the Clash of the Capybaras, the final card ever produced. As we flip that over, we'll see that it's a lovely tribute to my wonderful late wife. Coming in at grade 8. The corners dragged it down, but that was probably my fault. Then from the card set, we've got the wonderful Wifey Bara, illustrated by Paulette Parochena, featuring her blossom tree, a razor-sharp eyeliner, the bench where we got engaged, and even Algato, the cat, in the background. And then we've got the main event, the SpongeBob card. There we go. Based on the meme and the scene from the movie, with the end tribute character sneakily hidden in the crowd. I'm so happy with that. It looks great in the case. And for me, that's the perfect way I wanted to preserve and display these cards. So I think the next step is finding some nice 3D printed files for stands and making a nice little display. But yeah, I'm super happy with that, and what a little surprise on Valentine's. So yeah, here we go. All 3 cards, looking gorgeous in their plastic tombs. And the plan is to 3D print some nice stands, get them on the shelf, looking pretty. I think the one thing that would complete the display along with some nice stands is some empty boxes from the SpongeBob release. So I don't know if I know anyone in the UK who has some empty boxes and wrappers lying around from that release. I would quite like them, so if you could hook me up, I would send you, a 3D printed goodie or a little custom artwork of you and your partner or your pets, you name it. Just anything except licensed stuff, because I'm not allowed to do that due to contractual agreements. I hope the rain is not too loud. It's really coming down in spades. But yeah, once again, thank you so much for watching. I'll try and do more sketch card videos, because people do like the trading card content, and obviously it's, the main thing about my brand. All this is just a hobby. But it's thinking of good hooks and stories, because I know some incredible artists who do these incredible, well-produced videos of them working on the card, but because it is just a traced photo of a Baby Yoda, it's not that exciting, it's not going to engage the algorithm. So ultimately, it's a bit of a waste of time. No offense. Some offense. Offense. But yeah, thank you so much for watching. Leave a comment, like, and subscribe if you could help this channel grow. It'd be really cool. It's been a little side hustle of mine. This is the 20th video. So I'm quite amazed at my own stamina that I've been able to post consistently for that long. Anyone who knows me on Instagram knows that my posting game is terrible. But yeah, thank you for watching. Cheerio.